Hey guys, so today we're going to be flowing through a few hamstring stretches, or poses if you want to call it that. They're all pretty beginner friendly poses. Just be sure to go at your own pace. Try not to overstretch because that could lead to injuries. So just use blocks or props if you need to modify the poses for your practice. And just kind of go at your own pace. And whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and meet at our mats. Let's go ahead and get started at the tops of our mats, bringing the toes to touch and the heels slightly apart. Start to ground yourself into your mat as you begin to bring your focus to your breath. As you draw your shoulders away from your ears, take a deep inhale and exhale, release. With your next inhale, begin to lift both arms up, lengthening your spine as you reach. And exhale as you release the arms down, begin to fold forward. Allow yourself to grab opposite elbows and begin swinging side to side, if and only if that feels good for you. You are always welcome to just hang in your forward fold if that feels better on your body. Slowly release the elbows if you're holding on. Add a little bend in your knees if you begin to really round your back, and focus on hinging with your hips in your forward fold, leading with your chest towards your thighs, keeping the spine as straight as you can. With your next inhale, begin to ragdoll your way up, rolling one vertebra at a time. And as you complete your inhale, lift both arms up and exhale, forward fold. This round in your forward fold, attempt to place the hands underneath your feet into what is called gorilla pose in Western yoga. If this pose is not accessible to you yet, keyword yet, just remain in your forward fold without placing the hands underneath your feet. And as you inhale, begin to ragdoll your way up into your mountain pose with your arms lifted over your head. And exhale, forward fold. From here, we'll shift into pyramid pose, stepping the left leg back. Here you want to focus on keeping both legs straight and the hips squared forward. Place your attention on driving your left hip forward, and if you're unable to reach your hands down to your mat, you can add some blocks to your practice, one on each side of your front foot. Begin to flex and release the front foot with your breath if you're looking to deepen the stretch. And take a long, deep inhale. Release your left hand either onto your mat or your block. And exhale as you add a twist, extending the right arm up. Begin to shift your gaze towards the right fingertips. And slowly come back to center with your next inhale. And at your own pace, go ahead and step the left leg forward back into your forward fold position. And we'll go ahead and repeat on the opposite side, stepping the right leg back. Again, set your focus on keeping both legs straight and the hips square. Try your best to drive the right hip forward, and if you're unable to reach your hands down to your mat, go ahead and add the blocks to your practice. And if you don't have blocks, maybe try just using a book or a tissue box, pretty much anything that's square and stable. If you'd like to deepen your stretch, begin to flex and release the front foot. And take a deep inhale, release your right hand either onto your mat or your prop. And exhale as you add a twist, extending the left arm up. Start to shift your gaze towards the left fingertips. Slowly come back to center with your next inhale. At your own pace, go ahead and step the right leg forward back into your forward fold position. Begin to walk your feet back and release into a downward facing dog. Start to pedal your feet out, feeling a gentle stretch in your hamstrings. With your inhale, go ahead and extend your right leg high into a three-legged down dog. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Slowly lower your left knee onto your mat And begin to shift your hips back into a half split pose, Ardha Hanumanasana. While you're in this pose, you want to try to keep your left hip in line with your left knee. And similar to pyramid pose, you can flex the foot for a deeper stretch, and you may use blocks for support if you find yourself really rounding your spine to reach for your mat. With your inhale, lunge forward, shifting your weight into the right leg. Push into your mat with your hands and release your right leg into your down dog. Taking a second to shake the legs out, doing what feels best for your body. And same flow repeated on the opposite side. Go ahead and extend your left leg high into a three-legged down dog with a deep inhale. And as you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Slowly lower your right knee onto your mat and begin to shift your hips back into a half split pose. And again, focus on keeping your right hip in line with your right knee, flexing the left foot for a deeper stretch. And go ahead and add blocks for support if you feel the need to. With each exhale you take, while holding the pose, try to deepen your fold, feeling a more intense stretch within your hamstring. And with your inhale, lunge forward, shifting your weight back into the left leg, push into your mat, and release your left leg into your down dog. Take a second to shake the legs out. And when you're ready to move on to your next pose, begin to walk your feet towards your hands, placing your feet wider than your mat. With your exhale, release and deepen the stretch into a wide-legged forward fold. And take on whatever variation you like. You can just hang out here with your hands in the center. You can grab your big toes with your peace fingers, or maybe interlace your fingers together, releasing your hands over your head. Maybe give each a try and see which feels best for you in the moment with your practice. Whatever variation you took, go ahead and take a few more rounds of breaths, really feeling the sensation of the stretch. Slowly release out of your variation. And slowly begin to walk your feet together, bending the knees as you release your hips down, placing your sitting bones onto your mat. Gently start to roll back one vertebra at a time into your final pose, Shavasana. Make any adjustments so that you are as comfortable as can be. And while you lay on your mat, place your attention on each inhale and each exhale. Allow yourself to relax your whole body as you sink into the stillness. And take a moment to express gratitude towards yourself for setting just a little bit of time to move your body. Movement heals. Namaste.